Hello, once again, and welcome back to our very dark base. Yeah. But welcome again to Empyrion, Galactic Survival, the Star Salvage mod scenario. Um, I just filled this thing up with fuel. Hello, with fuel because, oi, because we got all that Promethean fuel that I think I put in the base. Yeah, I put it in the base. But it came back because I desperately needed to empty this thing out. But now that it is empty, we can't. Dang it. We can, in fact, go out and continue scouting for that SV that we will have in this episode. Because I don't want to get stuck and stagnate for too long. So I'm going to go on quite the expedition and explore around. And I'll bring you in once either one of two things happen. Either I will have decided on an SV, whether or not I find a good one that we want, or I go back and I settle on one. And if I settle on one, it'll be one of those two larger SVs we found that have a more unique design than the prefabbed ones we've been seeing as well, which would be ideal. And to accommodate that, I did. No, I didn't. Old farm, please. I did get together enough things to make a T2 extender for an SV, which I will slap in this bad boy. Get a little bit of spare fuel in here. Some extra bits and bobs for an SV. No thrusters, so we'll have to stop at some of those other little ones and rip off their thrusters to hopefully have enough stuff together for one of the larger SVs and be able to move around with it. But other than that, not a whole lot extra has changed. Got a couple of weapons out of that abandoned outpost, which I did decide ultimately that I'm going to not be able to remove that marker because it's sitting over a thing. Yeah. Oh well, as long as it's not showing up in my HUD, that's fine. I decided not to take it over, so I need to go back and rip out some those grow plots to make this a 3x3, so a 9 grow plot farm to maximize the production. We have a few more of the plant proteins and then some herbal leaf seeds, specifically for that aloe. But, oh man. Oh no, they're there. I was about to say, how did those decay in the fridge? But they didn't. I'm just dumb. But yeah, so I've got some spare stuff. I'm not going to take this jet thruster. I think it'd be way too much CPU, even on an extender. I will take these extra fuel packs. And these 2 jet thrusters, which may not super put me out for CPU when I decide on that SV. So I'm going to start scouting out this way. Actually, I'm going to head all the way north, and then I'm going to run around the top. But regardless, I will see you once I've found that SV, or we found anything else of interest, specifically a POI or something we can run for ideally some extra loot. But with that long-winded intro out of the way, I'm going. I don't know why I started talking like that. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna start this little expedition, this hunt, if you will, and I will see you once we have something. All right, so real quick, just bring you back. I was running around, doing my thing, scouting around. Came across this guy, this little hover vessel here. Was like, I don't really need much of this, so I started grabbing some things. Oh, I found some more seeds as well. BT dubs, as the kids are saying. But I started grabbing some things off of it. I was like, you know what? I'll be selling these parts. You know, these hover engines. You know, they can go for a little bit. It'd help if I threw a claim core on it. Which I'm glad I just realized that before I do what's next. The reason I brought you back. And it's none of these thrusters, not this Gatling gun, but this bad boy right here. A hover vessel CPU extender. T2 baby. Freaking phenomenal find. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll sell it. It doesn't really matter. But oh my god, I'm so happy. I saw that and I was like, nope, I've got to bring people back. I've got to show this beauty off. And so I have. But yeah, other than that, nothing too interesting really. Just these couple of hover vessels that have been dotted around that are, other than this one, not really yielded, you know, really what I want. So I'm gonna continue on my way. Oh yeah, I've got ammo and things. I unlocked the abilities on the tech tree under salvaging to craft that ammo. I figured why not, since I picked up, you know, a couple of good weapons, might as well put them to use. So, oh no. Okay, there. Thank God it went away. But yeah, so other than that, the hunt continues, and I will see you again when I find something interesting such as this, or if I do come across that SV we're gonna be taking home with us. So, back at it. Alright, so I found... What the hell? Ow. Okay. Thanks, friend. I appreciate that. So I found another junk storage. And I had to stop to check it out because of my luck with junk storages already. And so, drumroll please, are we going to be 3 for 3 with junk storages having CV warp drives in them? Drumroll. Ta-da! Nope. That is a lot of generators, though. Holy crap. Like, seriously, what the heck? There's so many generators. I don't really want the generators, so I'll salvage them, I guess. Ooh, flux coils? Oh, these are big T1 gens. Hold the phone. Maybe I do want one of these. Or 2. Yeah, we'll just take 2. But holy crap, that sets us up for flux coils, though. 36. Oh my god, I think that's enough to even just outright, if we had to build our own CV for, not CV, well, I mean, yeah, kind of CV, but our own warp drive for a CV, because they need 20 flux coils. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, I can't even describe how amazing that is, and that it feels to just know that I get, experimental technologies. Where are the shields? Shields. They're not under combat, are they? Oh, crap. Shields are under combat. There's not like a... What's the point of these other claim cores? This one's only for 8 SVHV or a base and CV. Like, why wouldn't you just use this one? Like, that makes no sense to me. But there's not like a junk shield or something that's under, like, salvaging. Oh, here we go. Placeable. What is an SS or a GV? And this one's placeable on a base or an MS. What? What even is that? Was that supposed to be like they were typing and they were like, oh, it needs to be on a SV or an HV, and they accidentally SS and like GV. I hope I'm not gonna need 75 military scraps though. I don't have anything like that. These guys carry military scraps though. Sometimes. But I'm hoping that was just a typo on the mod builder's part, where they were just SS instead of SV. I need to be on player. Military scraps. So I've got 8 on me. I know I have more back at base, but again, no clue what. But these junk storages, I lost that thought already. These junk storages, though, are freaking, if you find some of these, they are packed. But they don't show up on my map for some reason. Like, the little tag comes up when I ping my detector. But on the map itself, doesn't show. Get away from that spider. And that makes them a little harder to find, so maybe they're intentional to be heavier on the loot table. But with my luck with them, I'm really curious, and I won't do it until after we get off of this planet. That way I don't spoil anything for my... Whoa, I am super back heavy. So I don't spoil anything for myself. But I'm thinking I may go into a separate survival and just throw on God mode and fly around and look at all these things. And I won't do it until I'm well set up off of this planet with a CV or something. But the C just, because I found 2 CV warp drives and then just, what was that, like a dozen the large T1 generators for bases or CVs. That's super heavy in my favor, and it's got to be the seed, because that thing is completely buried. But I'm super curious to see what the rest of them hold. But again, I won't do it until we're off of this thing. Ooh. Energy salvage. Oh, I'm just entering their territory. All right, this is nicer. This is kind of more what I want to see. Because the other ones are nice. The other little SVs we've been finding are those 2 larger combat ones. But I want to see something that's a little more unique, like this, like that. Ooh, I can use that. Yeah, I can place my plane cord, but I want to see stuff like that. Oh, I thought that was an extender. I was like, excuse me? But yeah, no, stuff like this I want to see. Where it's kind of a unique build. And it's not just one of the vanilla, like, prefabbed factory SVs you can bring in. But this is a nice little combat role looking boy. All right, I can get behind this. You know what? Since I'm here, I'm gonna kill you. Take your bits. But I think, why not? Well, because I'm not looking for anything that's gonna have warp capabilities in it, at least just yet. And why not start a collection of these more unique looking ones? So I'll get around to picking up the other 2 that we've seen that are unique. But I mean, why not take this one? Why not? So yeah, this is gonna be our boy. This is our guy. I don't want to just outright abandon this thing here, which I might have to, thinking about it, because I didn't really count for I want to make an actual core, because I'm gonna properly take this thing. I didn't really count for keeping it long term anyhow. But motorbike. Can I even unlock a motorbike? Watch it. It's gonna be under. Yeah, it's under exploration. Okay. I was hoping there would be an easier way to get back here. Cause home is way down here, and I don't want to do this on foot. So yeah, this guy is gonna likely end up staying here until I have a SV that can come pick it up. Turn off all the lights and things. I'm gonna harvest all the fuel out of it. But yeah, until I have an SV that can, until I have a CV that can accommodate coming and pick this up, it's probably gonna end up staying here. I do like this little UCH hover vessel. I hate that it ejects you out the front, so I would love to mod it. Probably just dropping down the cockpit or raising up this glass windowed area. But this guy's gonna stay here for now. I'm going to leave my coordinate properly. That way I always see the little green thing on the map and I can come back to it easily. I'll also drop a waypoint here to say UCH HV accept. I won't throw it on my map though. So let me get this thing plugged up. Let me get it flight worthy. See what kind of CPU capabilities we're working with. I'll slap in my extender, probably just right here, just immediately before I actually slap the core on. That way, I don't end up popping any generators that are buried in the side of here. Potential. Ooh, a pentaxid tank. Ooh, I'm super curious. Does this guy have a... Oh, you have a flamethrower thing. But I'm curious. What's your storage? Ooh. It's not bad. I'll extend it, obviously, but... Does this guy have a shield generator? What is this supposed to be? CPU. Oh, so it's already got some pre-laid out areas for extenders and things. SH. It's probably for the shield generator. What is that? Constructor? I don't know. Won't be able to see it. But I'm going to go ahead and start patching this thing up and getting it airworthy so we can get it back to base and really do an overhaul on her. So once that's taken care of, I will see you back at base. And this will be a temporary, and I promise it is temporary, until we get a CV to come pick this guy up. Goodbye to our hover vessel. So, a salute to you, oh hover vessel. You have served us well. And we will see you again someday. Alrighty, so we are, well, we're flight capable. We can move around, we can go, and I'm ready to get back to base to do a proper patch up of this thing, get these holes plugged, get some additional medium thrusters built. I have one small that I built. I had enough stuff, so I was able to complete my my SV requirement. As you can see, now we're on to the equip your capital vessel mission, which is nice. We're progressing. So I've emptied out this bad boy. There's nothing left in her, or him, whatever you want to call it. It's ready to be left, but not forgotten. Used up all the O2, moved everything out. I've already got Wi-Fi and everything, so everything else in here can stay. I've harvested a bunch of its container extenders, so it opened up the interior a little more again, which is nice to see again, honestly. Don't really need the constructor, so we should be all good. It's funny. But when I completed the mission, I got 10 of these. I threw 5 in the cargo here. But I also got a mobile constructor for an SV. Already had one, threw it in. And I got these 4 optronic bridges, which, thanks, I guess. I think that puts me halfway to being able to build... Or actually, I might be able to build just one of the two T3 extenders that I need. I want to say it's under engineering? It's capital vessel right here. So level 12. So we need... Where is it? 2 small optronic bridges. Hold on. So I have enough optronic bridges. I have enough flux coils thanks to those generators. When we hit level 12, which I think is soon, I could actually just go to a T3 extenders, which would be phenomenal. We don't really need it just yet. We've got plenty of CPU space, but I do only have 2 GATs on it just for now. I need to toss on 2 more GATs, which I have one with me, but I'm gonna wait till I get back to base to touch it up. But I need to get some blocks replaced. I need to match up some deco. I need to look at like over here what this looks like, and then rebuild and rematch up this. So I've got a bit of work ahead of me. But for now, I think we should just get back to base and kind of see what we're gonna need. Because while I have a fair number of things, why don't I have a detector on this? Oh, I pulled the detector off. I need to replace that. I put a fuel tank up there for giggles. Don't really know why. I just did it. I thought it was a haha funny laugh moment. I was like, oh, I'll put an extra fuel tank up here, nice and exposed. I didn't really need to add extra fuel to it just yet. It's gonna need it eventually, but at the moment, it doesn't. So, yeah. But, got our CPU, got our extender. I could have tucked the CPU. I could have tucked the core and extender in there, but I feel like they're a little more protected being central to the cockpit. Tossed a couple of generators here. That's where the detector was, so got to move to there, which is fine. Got some ammo plugged in. We don't have a ton of it, but we do have some. I love that there's an SV version of this, and that I don't have the medical specialization, so I can't make a proper one of these. But I think I can make the junk version with the engineering tech tree. But again, I'm getting kind of long-winded, and we need to get moving back to base. So, do a little ping on the old detector there. Some of them Xeraxian scumbags. But yeah, we're going to be super nice and mobile now. I'm going to swing down past this, and then head back to base. So here at the old farm. So, I'm going to get... Ooh, we are real sluggish with those 4. Not terrible, but I think I'll trade up to those jet thrusters that I did bring with me. I still have them. But yeah, I think trading up to these 2 guys on the back in conjunction with the medium thrusters is going to be more to my liking for maneuverability, for acceleration, and just in general being able to navigate around with a little more ease. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. So I'm going to get back to base, and I'm going to see what we can do. This is the K21. But yeah, again, I'm tangenting off. I'm being long-winded. I'm crashing into the frickin' mountain in front of me because I'm a pro flyer. But yeah, I'll see you at base, and then we'll kind of go over what the game plan for this bad boy is. Been a little change, and I don't know why I didn't think about this when I was building this thing. I measured exactly how long it needed to be, and then for whatever reason, my brain just decided, yeah, that's good. We don't need any extra space. So this is exactly as large as it needs to be. But I'm going to rip this wall off and extend it over a couple of blocks. I was doing a little bit of shaping when I was thinking about what I really wanted to do, kind of inlaying these solar panels. I really want to rip this top off and move the large constructor elsewhere, or at least rework this portion. That way it flows a little better into this base. I know it's a lot of jagged edges, mainly because I'm not the greatest at building things. Like, I know I could, like, rip up this bottom block and do, like, something that's got, like, an angle to it. That way it looks like it feeds in, and it tapers off at the bottom as well as kind of at the top. And I was doing a bit on the edges of taper. That way it wasn't just a hard stop and then, you know, a 90-degree turn. That way it had a little subtlety to it. It's not a lot, but it looks fine. And I was made it look like this little floating panel was supported. And I was like, I'll leave some open airspace down here. And I wasn't really sure what I was doing a whole lot. But I like how this is in-banked for these couple of solar panels. But the rest of it needs a fair amount of work, especially this growth on the side. These two are okay as like a garage shed looking deal. And come to think of it, I could have flown off and got more crop plots, or the grow blocks. But I didn't for whatever reason. But I'll get around to that. But I've got quite a bit of work. I made up a couple either shutter doors or a hangar door to toss on the front of this. I'm going to measure them out and kind of extend to whichever one I decide to go with. That way I've got a few blocks on either side, or at least a block and a half on either side to walk around and work with it. I've got a bit of room in the front, a little bit of room in the back, but once I get that hangar door on, I'm not really going to have that room in the back, so I think I'm going to pop over 2 more blocks, extend it, and then build out to probably... I'll extend it this way till about here, where the terrain's rising in, and it's just on the cusp of overlapping the top of whatever this last block is. Or maybe as it just overlays it. That way the hangar door kind of sits on top of that. And then I'll extend it out this way to about here where this flattened area where the POI spawn tapers off. And I'll get that extended and expanded. But I'll do all that off camera. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me be like, oh, well, I need to do this block here. And then my horribly unrefined process of which block do I select? Which one looks better? Because I'm not great at it. I do see my oxygen's running out. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do all that. And then we will reconvene. But we will reconvene in the next episode. Just because I was trying to keep these to about that 30 to 45 minute window. Somewhere in between there. Because that length of video feels a little more digestible to me. If you like the hour-long plus ones, let me know down in the comments. I'll do more of those. Because I'm a fan of them myself, being that long. Where I can start it, I can kind of stop and go do something else and then come back, and it gives me like a little thing I can bounce back and forth, or if I have the time, I can sit down and digest it in long form. But I do think the shorter videos are a little more digestible, and opens it up for people to get in a little more and watch them. So trying to appeal to multiple audiences, but let me know how I'm doing, because I don't think I'm doing great. But regardless, ooh, my plants are growing again. Regardless, thank you for watching, for anybody who did. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe. It's free. But even if you don't, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching any amount you did watch. And as always, stay safe out there.